Hey everyone, Dumont Owen here, and today I'm going to show you 7 ways to find your ideal clients on LinkedIn. Now, some of these ways are available on LinkedIn, and some of these are only available through Sales Navigator, so I'll be sure and tip you off on which ones they are. Generally, most of the things that you can do on Sales Navigator as far as searching, you can do on LinkedIn, but not all of them. So let's get started. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is on my profile. So I'm going to go to my profile, and this is exactly how you would do this. I'm going to scroll down to my dashboards. No, not to my dashboard, I'm sorry. I'm going to scroll down to my activity, which is under my dashboard. And right here, I'm going to click on followers. Now, this is going to bring up all the people who are following me. Now, if it says follow, that means I'm not following them back. I could. Jefferson here, you can see I'm following. So your followers are people who have seen something about you or something that you posted that resonated with them. And so they decided to follow you. But they're not connections yet. You know, all of your connections are followers. They can all see what you post. But not all followers are connections. So this is a really great way to identify people who are really interested in what you're posting. Okay, they've been interested in your activity. So they are going to be much more likely to accept a connection request from you. Now remember, you're still going to go to their profile to see whether this is actually someone that you want to connect with. And you're still going to issue your invitation from their profile. Remember, you never hit connect anywhere else. You do it from their profile because that opens up that little screen where you can add a personal note of 300 or less characters, including white spaces. So it's a short but personal note that tells them why you want to connect. That makes it so much more intriguing, and they are so much more likely to accept your invitation. So that's the first way. Look at your followers. The second way is from the profile of someone who is already someone that you've identified as your ideal client. Now, I'm going to someone, she's not one of my ideal clients, she's one of my colleagues, but I am going to go to her profile because I know I can demonstrate on it. So, in this demonstration, what you do is, or in this method, what you do is you go to their profile and you simply scroll down the right-hand side and it tells you who else people viewed. Well, the other people that people viewed probably have something in common with this person. So I happen to know that this individual is an amazing copywriter and specializes in LinkedIn profiles and everything LinkedIn. So when I look at this, I'm going to see other people. Well, a licensed real estate agent, maybe not. They get better as you go along and you train LinkedIn on what you're interested in. This person's a LinkedIn expert, so she has a lot of experiences, the same experience. This person does research. She may also have some experience that's similar. So this is where you can find other people who have something in common with your ideal client. Okay? Not everything in common, but some of the things in common. So you can pick up more people that way by just going through your current list of connections and then clicking on those that you want to see that would be an ideal client and whom you want to see more of. Okay, so followers, people also viewed. Another way to do it is on profile views. So I'm going to go back to my profile and show you how this works. Okay, so people who have looked at my profile. Now, I have Sales Navigator, so when I click on this, excuse me, it's going to show me this nifty chart, and it's going to show me all the people who have viewed my profile in the last 90 days. This is really cool because it makes it very easy to go in and say, oh, this person viewed my profile. I could look at this person and say, okay, she is a second degree connection, which is or second degree contact, which means I am not a connection with her. So if she's someone that I then wanted to connect with, I can go to her profile. Remember, don't hit connect here. Go to their profile and connect from there, because that's where you can add that personal message. Now, if you don't have Sales Navigator, you can still do this, but it's only going to show you these top three. Okay, these top three things. So if you can do the same thing on LinkedIn without Sales Navigator, but if you want to get 90 days worth, you have to go in each of those 90 days. Okay? Doesn't take a long time, but it's still just a little less convenient than it's a lot less convenient than Sales Navigator, but it still works. Okay, so that's the third way. We've got followers, we've got going to your ideal client's profile and looking at people also viewed. We've got who viewed your profile, and then we've got your connections. So let's go into this one. Trina Gigax. Now, Trina is a very good friend of mine. She's a wonderful person, and she's also a dynamite copy editor. So if you need someone to edit copy, she's really good and she's really reasonable. So reach out to Trina, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go to Trina's profile, and then I'm going to click more. Whoop, it never wants to stay down. And I'm going to, oops, sorry, this isn't the way I want to do it. Oops. I'm going to click on her connections. So that brings up all of her connections, and it brings them up with this field. These are all search fields, okay? You could just look at other people who are like her and filter those, but you can also go across and do connections, locations, current company. What I like is to use all filters, and let me show you why. With all filters, it pulls the whole thing out for me. So I can go in here. I know that she's my first degree connection. I'm also going to click second degree. Why? Because I know these people know her, so I can send a quick message to Trina and say, oh, could you introduce me to so-and-so? Now, the way to make that really easy for her is to have, this is another thing that's going to go in your LinkedIn playbook, so you always have it there. Have a short paragraph that explains who you are. And then when I send something to Trina, I'm going to tell her who I want to connect with and why I want to connect with them. I'm also going to give her a little paragraph that she can send to let them know, who I am when I do that. So that's a really great way to do it. So I can go down here. I've pulled her up. I'm looking at her first and second degree connections, and let's say I'm looking for people close by. I live in Cleveland Heights, Cleveland. So I'm going to put Cleveland, Ohio, Chagrin Falls, Greater Cleveland. Let's see, I'm not going to go with the company right now, but I could look at their current company or a past company. I can look at where they went to school. That's a really good one. Their industry, and this is the one I'm going to use right now because I'm going to click off all the industries that I have worked with in the past. So I'm clicking off all of these, and I don't speak any other languages. It's pitiful. I took 2 in college, but I don't remember them. And then I'm just going to click show results and see how many people come up. Okay, that shows me 12 people who meet all of that criteria. And as I look down, I'm looking at these. I work with a lot of coaches and consultants and other kinds of private service providers or professional service providers. So I can look at this and say, oh, here's a career strategist. She would be a possibility. Here's a success strategist, probably a success coach. A director at Encore, which might be someone I need, but I can look down here and see that these are all people that I would want to check out. So that's another really terrific way. And you don't have to have Sales Navigator to do it. You can do it in both LinkedIn and Sales Navigator, and you have a few more filters in Sales Navigator. But this gave me 12 people who could be ideal clients. So that's nothing to sneeze at, right? Okay, so we've got 1, we can look at our followers. 2, we can check out people also viewed on one of our ideal clients' profiles. 3, we can go back to our profile and look at who's viewed our profile, and then we can look up somebody who is one of our ideal clients or one of our connections or referral people, and we can filter their connections, which is just so cool. Now, another thing that you can do, going up here while we're here, we can go to schools. Okay, so I went to the University of Florida, so I'm going to look at, okay, so right there. Okay, this is the University of Florida. I can visit their website, which I do at times. I can view them in Sales Navigator, but I can also just view alumni. Da, 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 da. Now, is this a really good thing to do? Now, clearly, they're not all going to be my ideal clients, but they're all going to be very approachable because we went to the same school, right? And I went to their competitor, Florida State, for my graduate work. So I can find a lot of people, for my school, and this is actually on their website, but when I look at alumni, it's going to bring up alums and how many connections we have. So that's another great way to find it. And then another way that we can look at our ideal clients, and we can go, go through, enter any kind of search, like a category that you're looking for. So I'm going to put career coaches, okay? And I'm going to click on here. And you'll see, once again, it brings up all those filters. So again, I can go to those filters and I can say, oh, I want second-degree connections. But you know what? I'm going to bring up first degree too because, well, no, I don't have to. I'm just going to do second degree. Second degree are always, to me, the best ones to target because you do know someone who can introduce you, like I said before. So in this, I'm going to look at... I'm going to look at Ohio, I'm going to look at Cincinnati, and I can add a location. Let's look at Greater Cleveland. Okay, so that one too. So, Greater Cleveland, I'm going to look at, I could look at their current or past company. I'm not going to do that right now. I can look at, like I said, I can add a school and look at them there, so I could do that. In fact, why don't we do that? Why don't we make this one a little adventuresome? University of Florida. There's Central Florida. Hold on, I can't see. Florida. Okay, so I can click on that. And then let's say I want to add an industry. I want to add professional training and coaching. Okay. Wait a minute. Come on. Professional. Come on. Professional training and coaching. Okay, so I'm going to click on that one. And we'll see how many people show up. I'm just going to do that much. No results. Okay, so I don't want to do it quite that way. So let me go back to all filters again. I'm going to look at that and that. I'm going to take out the school. And I'm going to put more industries. How about marketing? Okay. And sales. Or, no, I don't want business supplies, but I do want, yeah, let's just do that one for now. Let's say I'm in that. That's what I want. And then I can add keywords if I want. I can add their name. So if I wanted to go back, this is another way that I can search on someone's name. I'm just going to show results. And this gives me 125 results. So that's another way to do it. Just go, enter in the search screen what it is. Ooh, and I misspelled coaches and it even found it for me there. Enter what you're looking for and then click see results. And that's going to bring you to the filters up here. Okay, that's another way. And then finally, and this you can only do through Sales Navigator. But it's a really, really cool trick if you've got Sales Navigator. I can go to lists. Now these are all the lists of people who are leads, who are in somewhere in the process of me developing a relationship with them. Because remember, on LinkedIn, it is so, so important to develop those relationships, to engage with people. That's going to really pay off big time for you. So I can go here and I can just click here and I can click on this list and I can go over, let's say this is the person, this first person. I'm really interested. I think they're great. They're my ideal client, and I can click View Similar. And look, it brings me up 100 results. 100 results. And I can look down here and see, okay, this is a consultant, founder, another consultant, and these are all people that I would be interested because those are the people I work with. And then if I want to make it even better, I can go over and look at the people who have posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days, because these are people who are going to be more likely to see a connection request if I send it and if I'm trying to build up. I can also look at people who share experiences with me, and it will tell you in common. Okay, here with Martha, I have in common, we both belong to the Personal Branding Networking group, and I can even click here and see that there are 8 people who can connect me with them. This is pretty cool. So you don't have to have Sales Navigator for most of this. You do have to have it to do this one. And I don't know. You can get Sales Navigator for free for a month, and this is one of the things I would check out. But before you sign up for that month, kind of have your game plan, okay? Kind of know what you want to do and what you're going to do, because that's going to let you get the most out of that month. Now, once that month is over, you're going to either have to pay for it or you're going to lose all that. And they're smart. They're not going to let you, download all the people that are leads. However, you can at any time download those that you've connected with. So, 7 easy ways to find your ideal clients. I'm going to post this in the Facebook group, and ask me any questions. Sorry I couldn't be live today. The new computer is still not talking to my display, so, but this is the next best thing. So, this is Jumon Owen saying ta-ta for now.